If you've ever thought about living on cruise ships full time, you've probably asked some version of this question: where do I even start? Not with booking cruises, not with packing, and definitely not with the deals. This lifestyle only works if you build the right systems in the right order. I've seen this question in the comments so many times. Will you please teach me to live full-time on cruise ships? So in this video, I'm giving you the roadmap. I'm going to walk you through everything you have to figure out from top to bottom about how this lifestyle works, and just as importantly, how to know if it doesn't work for you. Think of this as the overhead, the invisible work, the hard part. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I'm Linnell, and this is the far side of ordinary. I have been living a life that is nothing like what you are used to, and that's what this channel is all about. I got rid of 99% of my possessions so I could live full-time on cruise ships. If you are interested in following such a journey, then make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell notification so that you don't miss the next video that I post. If you're interested in how much it cost me to do this and how I was able to do it and get the deals that I get, make sure that you check out my very first video that is linked in the video description. The big picture. Before we talk about money or cruise lines or packing, you need to answer one uncomfortable question. Are you the kind of person who can live without a fixed home? Cruise living removes certain problems: rent, utilities, and cooking. But listen, it replaces them with other problems: constant transitions, constant decisions, constant planning. There's no autopilot. If you need predictability, lots of personal space, or a strong sense of home base, this lifestyle will fight you every step of the way. This doesn't mean that it's bad. It means that it's specific. Your first filter isn't financial, it's psychological. And that shows up most clearly in the ships you choose. I recently posted a link to where you can take a free personality test. If you haven't already taken it, I will also link it in the show notes for this video. Taking this free test will help you understand why you do what you do, which matters more than where you live. This lifestyle isn't about being social, spontaneous, or chasing novelty. It takes someone who can be alone without feeling lonely, live within routines and systems, stay calm even when there's constant change, make practical, unemotional decisions, and value stability over excitement. Hey friend, if you haven't already, make sure you click the thumbs up button so YouTube will know to send this information out to other people who need this. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified the next time I make an update to this information. Thanks. Money and legal systems. Cruise living doesn't start on the ship. It starts on land. Before you ever step on board, you have to dismantle one life and replace it with another. That includes where you legally live, how you access your money, how you handle your taxes, what if something goes wrong. You need banking that's going to work internationally. Credit cards that don't have foreign transaction fees. You need emergency funds that are liquid and accessible. You need a plan for your mail, you need a plan for your taxes, a plan for healthcare coverage. This is where most people underestimate the work. If your finances are fragile, complicated, or unclear, cruise living is just going to amplify the stress, not relieve it. The system that you set up for your life is what's going to come first, always. If you need help or you just want an easy to follow plan to help get your finances organized in a way that will help you in your current situation or when you start living full-time on cruise ships, check out my Retire Without Millions course. In it, I give you simple step-by-step videos that will help give you a new way to think about making your money stretch and build the life of paradise you always dreamt of. Health and continuity. Your health doesn't pause because you're traveling. Medications don't magically refill themselves. Doctors don't follow you from ship to ship. Your body still needs routine. You have to think it through. How am I going to get my prescriptions? How many days can you carry? What happens if something is delayed? Where will your medical records live? Cruise living requires you to build continuity into a lifestyle that is constantly changing. If you can't make your health portable, this lifestyle will eventually break you. One tip that I personally do is to get a year's worth of prescriptions from my doctor with refills in 90-day increments. Every year after I visit her, I get a 90-day supply of my meds, and every 90 days, I plan when I'm going to get off the ship, whatever ship I'm on, and make a trip to the pharmacy in whatever port that I'm in. Whether it's Long Beach, Miami, Manhattan, it doesn't matter. It's super easy to just take public transportation or ride share, grab what I need, and have plenty of time to get back to my ship. I usually still have a decent amount left over whenever I do get my refill, so I'm never really worried about running out of meds. Choosing the right cruise lines and ships. This lifestyle doesn't work on every cruise line, and it definitely doesn't work on every ship. Cruise ships are not interchangeable. Some are loud, some are quiet, some are packed with families, some are designed for adults, some ships feel calm, others feel chaotic. The ones that I sailed on can best be described in the name of the cruise lines. Carnival feels like you're at a carnival having lots of fun and games, and they have the best parties, in my opinion. On Royal Caribbean, you will get treated like royalty and will always have multiple ways to be entertained on your journey. Princess ships offer another level of royalty, and Holland America gives you a mix of US and Dutch life while on board. I haven't sailed on Disney or Virgin voyages, but the names speak for themselves. Disney incorporates magical memories, cater to families with kids, and they don't have casinos, while Virgin voyages are just the opposite. They have adult-only cruising. You have to decide what you can live with, not for a week, but for months. This comes down to your personality, your tolerance for crowds and noise, how much stimulation you enjoy, whether you need quiet spaces, whether you like schedules or flexibility. A cruise line or ship that someone else loves can make you miserable. This is why copying someone else's cruise plan almost never works long term. Cost reality. Cruise living isn't just about getting on board. It's also about what it costs you to stay on board. You have to account for base fare, even when it's discounted, gratuities, internet, transportation between cruises, hotel stays, food off the ship, health costs, mistakes, and all the things. An inexpensive cruise can be miserable if it doesn't fit how you live. A more expensive ship can be better for you if it reduces friction. The goal isn't the lowest price. The goal is sustainable costs, space, and possessions. Cruise cabins are typically small. For most people considering this lifestyle, that's not the issue. The issue is that everything you own becomes something that you manage. Laundry cycles, replacement strategies, what you keep, what you let go of. Sentimental items matter more when you have fewer of them. And mistakes are expensive because replacing things at sea isn't always easy. Cruise living works best for people who can be intentional, not attached. This isn't minimalism for aesthetics, it's logistics. Knowing what you can live with and what you can't live without is very important for this lifestyle. Time and transitions. This lifestyle runs on timing. Embarkation days, disembarkation days, port days, sea days, everything takes longer than what you expect. There's different Wi-Fi windows, there's quiet areas, quiet hours, there are booking deadlines, buffer days. If you miss a window, then the stress multiplies. Cruise living rewards people who think ahead, not perfectionists, but planners. You don't need to control everything. You do need to anticipate friction. Some people who live full-time on cruise ships pick one cruise ship and they stay there constantly. I am not one of those people. To be able to afford this lifestyle, I switch ships and sometimes cruise lines to stay within my budget. The more you change cruise lines and or ships, the more nuances that come into play. Be sure to keep that in mind as you plan your transition. All right, so normally I have breakfast alone, but I ran into my friend who actually also is here solo, and she sits next to me in the main dining room for dinner. And
I'll wait. How's that?
I'm gonna have breakfast with my friend Miss Martha, but she doesn't want to be on camera, so you won't see her face, okay? But I already kind of know what I want. I usually have the same thing for breakfast every morning, unless I get in a mood. Got my usual oatmeal with a side of grapes. Ham and cheese omelet, bacon, oatmeal, and grapes. Work and income. If you've been watching my channel for some time, you already know that I constantly say I'm not trying to do and see everything on this ship because this is my home. I am not on vacation. Some days I may come out and do all the things, go ashore, hang out on sea days, and do all the things. Some days I may just spend the entire day in my cabin and work on creating YouTube videos. Living on cruise ships full time is not a vacation. If you need income, whether that's work, retirement distributions, or content creations, you have to build your work into the lifestyle. That means internet backups, upload flexibility, noise management, and deadline buffers. If your income depends on perfection, cruise living will definitely be stressful. If your income can adapt, cruise living can work beautifully. Decision fatigue and mental load. This is the hard part. I was headed back to my cabin, but then I saw my friend Miss Gloria, and she was reminding me that there is a, what are we going to?
It's a Crown and Anchor talk about what's going on with the ship.
Crown and Anchor talk about what's going on with the ship. I'm not gonna hang out there, I got things to do, but I wanna hang out with Miss Gloria for a minute and just go see it and let you see the boardwalk. Decision fatigue and mental load. This is the hard part. Every day comes with decisions. What ship next, what port, what cabin, what timing, what trade-offs. There's no default. This is why this lifestyle works best for people who trust their judgment, can let go of perfect, are comfortable adjusting in motion. The hardest part isn't the logistics. It's carrying the responsibility of maintaining your routines without outside support. From my experience of living full-time on cruise ships, this is the recommended sequence. 1, mindset fit. 2, money and legal systems. 3, health continuity. 4, cruise line and ship fit. 5, space decisions. 6, time systems. 7, income reality. And 8, mental load. If you don't figure these out, this lifestyle collapses under its own weight. And finally, the decision. One of the things that I get concerned about when I hear people talking about maybe living full-time on cruise ships is for those who have to be spoon-fed information all the time. If you can't figure things out on your own, this life is not for you. You definitely have to be self-sufficient and be able to analyze the situation, know when things are working out, but when things change and you need to pivot, you need to be flexible and know that your routines are great, but it's time to make an adjustment. Ask yourself, can I manage uncertainty without panic? Can I solve problems without help? Can I live without a fixed home? Can I adapt my routines? If the answer is yes, this lifestyle might fit you. If the answer is no, that's not a failure, that's information. If you watched this and you thought, okay, I can actually do all that, I'm ready. The next question becomes, how do you start? How do you choose cruises? How do you get your first offers? How do you reduce costs at the beginning? This video was the roadmap. I have other videos on the channel where I show you how to find and book cruise deals on the cruise lines that I have already sailed on. I will link those in the video description, or you can watch them right here. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have an amazing day, and I hope to see you on the next cruise.